Today, I am so excited to be sharing with you because I have 5 experts here who are ready to share their knowledge and their wisdom. And I'm going to share my screen real quick so that you can see all their lovely faces. And here you go. So here's what today's all about. If you are facing challenges and going about it alone isn't getting you anywhere, or maybe you have some goals and it's time to get there. Well, we're going to empower your success today. And I have 5 experts, as I mentioned, who we're going to say hi to, who have incredible wisdom and knowledge from all different areas of getting to success and empowering that, because it's really important to think about it. And you know, your best efforts have taken you this far, but why not bring in some more wisdom? So let's say hi. Hi, Catherine.
Hello, my name is Catherine M Laub. I am a wellness facilitator and I live in Pennsylvania. You can find me at thetqlady.com.
Welcome, Catherine, and hi, Dr. Carla.
I'm Dr. Carla. I am from Abundant Health, Arizona, in beautiful, sunny Scottsdale, Arizona. You can find me online at abundanthealtharizona.com, and I'm a chiropractor for the 21st century.
Wonderful. Great to have you. And hi, Dr. Kristen.
Hey, everybody. My name is Dr. Kristen Donnelly. I'm an empathy educator with Abbey Research. You can find us online at Abbey Research. And I'm coming to you today from Los Angeles, California.
Great to have you. And hi, Kim.
Hello, I'm Kim Riley. I'm a midlife transition coach and I live in Denver, Colorado. And the best place to find me is on Facebook and LinkedIn, both.
Wonderful. Great to have you here, Kim. And hi, Angeline.
Hi, everyone. I'm Angeline Moore. I'm your laughter and love coach. You can find me online at aplusliving.co or on Facebook and Instagram at the Angeline Moore. And I am coming to you from Orlando, Florida.
Wonderful. Great to have you ladies here with us, and welcome everyone who's watching. Today, like I said, is about, supporting your success. So I want to ask each of our guests here, our guest experts here today, what can our viewers do to support their success and really empower that and reach their goals? And Catherine, I thought I'd start with you.
Hi, so I am the turquoise lady, and that is because God gave me a mission to help people become empowered utilizing the color turquoise in their clothing, their jewelry, and creating a vision board with turquoise paper. And especially if you're anxious, as I do, hold up and hold the stone and you can become calmer utilizing the color turquoise.
What a beautiful way to start out this discussion on empowering your success. Our senses, a lot of us just think, oh, we got to think and do. But if you pay attention to color, it's really important, right, Catherine?
Yes, it is. And it has helped me overcome a lot in the past year since my husband died. So I highly recommend using turquoise and everything.
Oh, wonderful. I'm so sorry for your loss. So, Dr. Carla, tell us, what can viewers do to support their success?
Yeah, I think it's really important for women to invest in their number one asset. And you are your number one asset. And I think we forget that. We like to wear our stress. It's like our badge of honor, like I'm more stressed than you and look at all the things I can do. But that stress just deteriorates our health. It compounds. And then before you know it, you're starting to settle for just feeling okay. You're slogging through your day. So I'm really a stand that women realize that spa day is not a luxury. It's essential to your health. And there are so many ways to support yourself. So really find somebody that you can work with on a weekly basis to fine tune your body, relieve stress, and really start to build a foundation on which you can create all the things in your life that you want to create and just set yourself up to thrive.
Oh, I'm already there. I love that. Thank you so much for that great advice. And taking care of ourselves really sets the foundation. So we've got the color in our lives that is really surrounding us with a really powerful energy. We've got, taking care of ourselves. Our bodies are ready to do more. Now, Dr. Kristen, what advice from there take us to the next place can people do to support their success?
This is such an excellent question. And my answer may be simple, but it's hard work. You can't do it alone. So you need to be able to make sure that you have a team around you who can support you not only in your dreams and your visions, but in fact, what you're called to. None of us are made to exist alone, and we often pretend that that is strength. And it's not. Going alone is not perfection, it's imbalance. So grab a team and get to work.
I love it. And you guys are already the beginning of a team, right? And if they were to work with you, what element of that team would you say you would give them advice from your work with empathy?
Again, another great question. We teach empathy like understanding, and it's a mental framework and not necessarily an emotional set. So in understanding yourself and others in the world around you, you then can create an understanding of how you fit in with the ecosystem you exist in.
Right. Okay. So get a team and learn how you fit in your ecosystem. I love it. Okay. And Kim, tell us what can viewers do to empower their success from your wisdom.
Well, I love what everyone has said so far, because I absolutely believe you can't do it alone. But probably my number one pointer is, well, 2 words: presence and play. So I have a whole series of wigs. I'm wearing one now. I have my Tina Turner wig, which has a whole story behind it. And I love what Catherine was saying about turquoise. But anyway, so play. And the second word I say is so important is presence. So really being present in the moment, like presence precedes everything. Presence precedes impact. Presence precedes money. Presence precedes intimate and connecting partnership, relationship. So whatever we can do to be present here, now, and really listening to others we're with.
And when I think about playing, I feel like that's a really great exercise for learning presence, because if you're really playing, you're in the present moment, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's interesting, because before I got on this interview, I was like, okay, I'm going to have my regular hair. Am I going to put on a wig? What am I doing? And I just thought, for me, play is something that is really important. And I'm on the learning curve with it with everyone else. I am 2 steps in front at best. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to play. I'm wearing my wig.
I love that you're doing that. You're modeling what play is, and that it's giving you some fun and ability to not take yourself so seriously, so you can actually empower that success, right? Instead of putting brakes on, you're putting the freedom energy on that of play and joy, bringing success from joy. And well, this is a great segue to Angeline. Tell us what you have to advise our viewers to support their success.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Laura. Wow, what powerful advice already. I love using acronyms. So what I would like to say to kind of tie in everything that everyone's been saying is to really find your own morning routine to sparkle. And what I mean by that is, with S&P, you're going to really soak into the right frequency, play some high vibe music that gets you in the right mood, and a P, pray, right? And then when you go to the A, you're going to ask the right questions. When you get to R, you're going to ruminate in what you're thankful for, because when you're in that attitude of gratitude, you can't be in any other type of high other than high vibes. K, you're going to keep moving forward. L, you're going to laugh and love daily. E, you're going to evolve and grow with others. So I just advise everyone to sparkle daily.
Oh, what a great summary. I love that, Angeline. That's fabulous. Because when we do this, all of these things, from the turquoise to the self-care to the empathy building and creating a team around you, and Kim with the play and presence, and Angeline, we are sparkling. So thanks for helping us sparkle, everyone. And I want to, your great advice didn't come from anywhere. I want to know a little bit about who you work with, what you do for them, and then maybe a little story. So Catherine, you want to start us out?
Yes, thank you, Laura. So I support others in gaining clarity in what's actually stressing them and making them feel anxious and depressed. And then I help them focus on the modalities that are going to actually help them overcome, including the color turquoise, but also to empower them to know that they could go forward fearlessly and they can accomplish things that they have never accomplished before and never even thought that they can do. And that's what I feel is the best thing of everything I do is because empowering people is sharing the love. And I want to spread love throughout the world.
Beautiful. Yeah. Imagine a world filled with everyone spilling over with love. So that's so beautiful. How did you come to this work?
Well, for about 15 to 20 years, I struggled with many mental illnesses, depression, anxiety, overwhelm, and God actually gave me a mission to support others going through the same journey as me. And one day I got this download about turquoise, and it's like, I just don't get it. Why turquoise? And then he just kept giving me the messages saying, okay, well, you've been on this journey, and I want you to learn how turquoise can help others. And I have. And as I said, just this alone, waiting to be my turn, has been a supporting issue because I play with it with the anxiety and it helps me overcome. So my mission is to support others through the journey that I have overcome. I'm no longer taking medication and I am symptom free. And I want that for everybody.
Beautiful. Congratulations. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
The healing power of turquoise in your life and for others. So Dr. Carla, why don't you share with us what you do a little bit more, and who do you work with?
Yeah, so basically I work with stressed out women. I work with women, by the time patients find me, they maybe have been from doctor to doctor, they're suffering with chronic fatigue, maybe chronic pain, maybe just feeling unwell. And a lot of times they get the answer, we don't know what's wrong with you. We don't know why. I say that once we get to be a certain age, we've taken care of our families, we've taken care of our business, or both, and we're just depleted. And it is a really sad statistic that 80% of people with a chronic condition like, say, fibromyalgia or rheumatoid arthritis or MS, 80% of those people are women. So I don't like to leave the men out. I will work with them too, but mostly I help women put together a program of nutrition, body work, and really releasing unconscious mental and emotional stress so that they can get their energy back and fulfill on the vision for, the second half of their life. Because usually by that age, the reason they're tired is they want to do more. If you give a woman energy, she'll just go do more. And it's usually a huge contribution to her community. So that's why I really do what I do with the advanced techniques I use.
That's awesome. So tell us, how did you either get into this, or how have you helped somebody?
Yeah, well, I was a stay-at-home mom with a business degree, and I was someone who was fatigued and tired and had lived my whole life with chronic pain, but I didn't really know it. I thought taking an aspirin every day when you had a headache was normal, and that, it would just go away. And then at some point, the aspirin doesn't work anymore. And I really wanted to be present with my kids. I totally agree with Kim. Being present and being able to play is so important. And there is nothing that steals your play and your joy faster than pain. And so I went on a journey myself to traditional chiropractic care, which was a miracle for me. And then after about a year and a half, as the typical chiropractic patient, and it was that, well, I don't know, come back next week. And well, I'd feel better for a little bit, but things just kept recurring. And then I discovered advanced techniques that got to the source of the body's reaction. And I studied those techniques. And then I said, I have to share this with everybody. So I went back to college, became a chiropractor, which was a miracle, kind of a crazy 5-year journey in itself. And now that's what I get to do every day. And I've helped people who have had to quit their jobs because they can't get out of bed. And I've got them hiking 10 miles a weekend now. So it's really quite a joy to fulfill on that mission, to have people back in their life.
Well, thank you for all you do. That's very wonderful, especially for the women who are impacting the world as well. So Dr. Kristen, tell us about, who do you work with and what do you do with them?
We help anyone who wants to be a better person do that. And I know that sounds potentially a little bit shallow or maybe even too wide, but honestly, I can't break down more than that. The world is so overwhelming. Things are changing. We use different words all the time. So we have to understand different things. And it can get a little bit like, oh my God, how do I do this in the middle of trying to do the rest of my life? So we try to provide some really simple, concrete solutions for people to expand their understanding of humanity, to move away from tolerating and move into welcoming, to treat trauma differently in their lives, to understand that rest is mandatory and we all have to figure that out. And all of that comes back to empathy, understanding yourself and others so that we can live a fuller human experience. Because the way we're all doing it right now is pretty exhausting. So let's try some new stuff.
And do you have a story about either how you helped someone or how you got here?
Absolutely. So going back to what I said about being a team, I work with my business partner, Erin, who is my best friend. And I met her 10 years ago when we were doing our Ph.Ds in Northern Ireland. And we were doing things really well together and really had a good time. And then kind of at the beginning of lockdown, we realized that we needed more help. And in order to execute the vision that we had been given, we couldn't just keep working with ourselves. So we hired a speaking coach, which now has led to, in the last year, I've landed 4 TEDx talks to spread our ideas more widely. We've hired more people, we've outsourced more things because none of us are meant to do this alone. And so as we continue to outsource, we continue to learn about ourselves and others, which then we can model for our folks on our podcast, our YouTube, and in our workshops.
Modeling is so powerful. It's probably the best form of really empowering other people. So Kim, tell us about you. Who do you work with? What do you do? What's your passion there?
My passion is working with women who are in my same stage of life, right? Women in our 40s, 50s, 60s. And again, Dr. Carla touched on this for sure, but, going into that second half and what are we doing? What are we passionate about? And so just bringing, again, presence and play into our lives. So what I'd love to teach in a couple hours, I have a class that I teach to groups of women on presence. So it's body-centered practices that really help them, get out of that worrying, anxiety place in our heads and into our bodies in a really different, just a different way. And it just opens up our intuition more, our awareness, allows us to not be so, everything from nervous when we're speaking to not as reactionary when we get triggered by somebody or a situation. So, my personal story with this, and I do have some client stories, but my personal story that for me, and again, it's always a journey, right? I'm always working with it, but is that, I grew up really tall. I'm 6 feet tall. I was tall in 7th grade. I was taller than all my teachers, everybody, forget any boys. They were all 2 feet shorter than me, right? Like grew up really tall, really awkward, couldn't speak very well, was always conscious of what I was saying, was in my head a lot. And then went through my professional career in public health, my first professional career, and had trouble speaking at conferences. Again, I was in my head going, oh my gosh, I don't know if that made any sense, blah, blah, blah. So this work that I teach now is just helped me. And I see it with other women too, as we're in groups, but just help me calm down, get out of my head, be fine with play, not be so serious, and be able to speak what we want, speak it naturally, authentically. So it's, a few years ago, before I started doing this work, I couldn't do it. There's no way I could show up with my wig or, I'm wearing turquoise too, Catherine. I love that. And I was like, bring color on, bring the earrings. Like, it's just all part of it. So for me, a few years ago, I wouldn't have been able to sit here, much less than work with groups of women to do it. So.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations on that. And thank you for the great work you're doing as well. And Angeline, I wanted to ask you, who do you work with? What do you do? What are you passionate about doing with people?
So I am a working mom and I'm also an entrepreneur. So I love to help other moms who struggle with the mom guilt around their own self-care. I'm really passionate to help them really embrace the mantra of self-love is not selfish, because I really, my mission is to help them activate and align and amplify that sparkle that I talked about earlier, that's within them, so they can really be the mom queen that they were born to be and called for. Because let's face it, we give and give and give to everyone, and sometimes we just forget to pour into ourselves. So I love what all these ladies are saying and their mission, because it's so in alignment, because it's important.
I love the mom queen idea. So how did you come to this work?
Like I said, I'm a mom, so having 3 boys, and I went through a divorce, and Even though I got remarried and refound love, after my third child, I went through a really bad spout of postpartum, which not a lot of people talk about, right? And in my journey to climb out of that, I joined a faith-based network marketing company, and that introduced me to self-development, which really challenged me to really look at pouring into myself first before I started giving my family anything, right? And so that had a domino effect for me to really tap into embracing taking care of myself more and the self-love within. And then I found laughter yoga. So I became a certified laughter yoga leader. And I just feel like laughter is one of the best medicines too. So it really ignited me to share that love, laughter, and light to the world. And I love everything that glitter and shine too. So that's where I get the sparkle from.
Beautiful. Well, thank you for sparkling here. And one final question for each of you, which is, here at Women Speakers Association, we like to make you sparkle and shine a light on you. So what has the value been already? And just in a quick, brief second, tell us what you love about Women Speakers Association so far. So why don't we start with Catherine?
So thank you again, Laura, for having me. And what I love about the Women Speakers Association is the many opportunities that you bring us. I am an author with you, a co-author in your book series. And I love the opportunities that I'm going to gain by being a member and getting myself out there and sharing my message with the world.
Wonderful. We are happy to empower your success for doing that. And Dr. Carla, how about you? What's the value of Women Speakers Association?
What I love about Women Speakers Association is there are all these tools to get me organized. You know, to write and to speak and to look at what I'm actually doing. And along the way, I've met some amazing women and just gotten connected to people that I wouldn't normally meet. And it's on the global level. And I just really, really appreciate that.
We appreciate you too. And thank you for that. And Dr. Kristen, how about you?
I'm still really new to Women Speakers Association, but already what I've discovered is this amount of camaraderie that helps me remember that we're not alone and that this work is both global and not meant to be done by ourselves. So I'm very grateful.
Yes, back to your advice. We take it very much to heart. Beautiful. Hi, and Kim, how about you?
What I like about the Women Speakers Association is that camaraderie, just like others have said, and not being alone in this. I love the networking events with meeting women, especially in the Zoom world now, meeting women from around the world. I really enjoy that. And I mean, one of my main reasons for joining the Women Speakers Association is just to get more exposure myself, get more practice at public speaking, get on more stages. So everybody's very resourceful here, very kind, a lot to offer. I don't know, many different reasons, but I love the camaraderie.
Yeah, we certainly have the sisterhood and the resources to help you do that. So thank you. And Angeline, tell us about what you're valuing here at Women Speakers Association.
Thank you so much. What I love about the Women Speakers Association is that I have this big audacious goal to be an impact speaker on various virtual stages and in-person stages. And when I found this association, I was like, wow, this is everything that I was looking for to help me collaborate and network and find speaking opportunities. And just like the rest of the ladies have said, the circle of women and that are here applauding each other and empowering other women to really shine was really what attracted me the most. So I'm excited to be here.
We're excited to have you, all of you. So I'm going to put all of you here on screen with us today. And thank you so much for your wisdom, for the work you do in the world, and for being a really valued member of Women Speakers Association. For those of you who are watching us maybe for the first time or have watched some of these other shows with other experts, if you'd like to be featured like the ladies here today, feel free to go to joinwsa.com and check us out. So take care, everyone. Bye for now.
Bye.
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 Bye, everybody.
See you later. Bye, everybody.